What's good, YouTube? This One Stop Mike checking in one time for the one time, reporting live from Virginia Beach, about 10:15 a.m. Down here celebrating my old lady's birthday. Come and say hi to the camera. She won't make her cameo, YouTube cameo one time for the one time.
It's my birthday.
You did. So today we want to check in. Today I want to talk about taking L's, losses, failures, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And how it's important for us to take them L's. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about a couple of L's I took. I got a funny story about one loss I took. It's just super funny. But, so yeah, that's what we want to talk about today. Taking L's and failures. You know what I'm saying? Something about failures is, in order to get to success, you can't do it without failures. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's out there right now getting started and whatever it is they do, especially appliance repair guys, take them L's. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say take them, but understand that it's not the end of the world. It's going to happen. Don't give up. Keep pushing. You got to keep moving. You know what I mean? I know Terry said he had took an L, for nobody ain't familiar with him. Terry, the electric guy, talk about how he took an L on his first appliance job out there. You know what I mean? And that's something that happens. I'm glad it didn't happen on my first one, but actually I did take an L on my first day. Matter of fact, I think about it, but he took a big L. But on my first day, what happened to me was I had a couple of appointments. They all were COD jobs. My first day out was all COD jobs, and a guy actually wrote me a check, and it bounced. You know what I mean? This guy stayed in a nicer house. I knew he had it, but I think he just didn't want to pay me my service call fee. I was only charging him $85 at the time, and the sad thing was, out of all the customers I had that day, he was the one that was the same color as me. You know what I mean? And wrote me a bad check. Thinking about writing that guy a letter too. But at the end of the day, a couple of L's I took was, I took a L. It was a seal system COD job. This guy wanted me to come out, do a seal system repair, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even know if this guy really needed a seal system. What happened was, when I went out there, roaches was everywhere. I didn't want to sit my bag down. I didn't want to do nothing. I just told him he needed a seal system so I can get the hell on out of there. I just knew he ain't want to pay that $1,200, whatever it was going to be with parts, to get that thing fixed. And I'd be damned if it wasn't 2 weeks later he called me talking about coming do the job. I lied and told him I was out of town. I had roaches from the 1st grade to the 6th grade, and that was horrible. I'm not going back to that. I'm not exposing my kids to that lifestyle. Like, we're not bringing no roaches home. And so another L I took recently was, I went out to a guy's house. They needed a seal system repair. He had the refrigerator actually outside in the backyard when I went to diagnose, and they approved the repair. I get all the seal system, everything we need. I go out there, now the refrigerator's back in the house, turn on the lights so I can go in there and do the repair. Roaches went everywhere. Okay, so it was slow for that, but that's $850. I don't like to say, I don't like talking numbers, but that was down there a band I had to walk away from. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I can't expose my kids to that. And at this point right now, it's not really. It didn't really hurt. Like, don't get me wrong. I want a band anytime I can get it, but it didn't affect me. But I'll tell you about an L that did affect me, and this shit was funny. I was down to my last little bit of money, and I'm like, man, I got to flip a car. I got to do something, right? So this is my first time ever trying to flip a car. I go down to the police impound, find a car. I think I gave him about $500 for the car, won it at the auction, gave him about $500, right? So now, the car, ain't no key, so it's a guy down there already ready for people to make keys for him. So that was whatever. I don't remember what I spent on that. I had to get the damn key made, and I'm almost positive I had to get somebody to give me a jump or something to get the car going, right? So I get the car up and going, because you can't drive the car before you're bound. That's just a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I get to taking off in the goddamn car, and the transmission slipped. So now, I just told you I just spent my last money on this. So now it's all the way over, right? So I'm on death row now. I have nothing. I'm already at death row under $1,000, but this right here is just overkill. So I'm hit. So I'm going like, damn, at least just let me get it home, whatever. Start overheating. So now I know I need water, antifreeze, I need something. But I ain't got not a nan other dollar on me. I spent everything getting that car, getting that key. I have no other dollar, right? I ride past the gas station. I'm going past my uncle's house, God bless the dead, actually where I live at now. I'm about to ride past his house. Now, I could stop and go get some water from there, but my pride would not let me go over there and let him see I spent my last money on a car from the auction that's overheating and a transmission slipping. I wouldn't have never heard the end of that shit, right? So I keep it pushing. Let me just make it home. Let me just make it home. Let me just make it home. I take the little back street. My girl knows I'm a back road king. I don't like to take it. She don't even want to look at me right now, because that's what I do. I take the back streets, right? I take the back streets. This motherfucker overheating. He's smoking. Next thing I know, this son bitch on fire. Oh my God. He blazing. I call 911. I see the fire truck starting to come. I take off. I start walking. They call me back. Hey. Come on back. But, you know, that was an L I had to take. Like, I had to go back. Like, I got nothing at this point. If my kid wanted a cheeseburger, I couldn't even buy it. Like, you know what I mean? And, you know, it wasn't the end of the world. I was able to bounce back from that. You know what I'm saying? It's a small L. Don't get me wrong, we don't talk about $500, but some people ain't even got $500. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you got to get through them failures to get through success. You cannot be successful without taking L's, man. Like, so anybody that's holding their head down or taking L's or things just ain't kicking off right in the beginning, like, you gotta keep pushing, man. Like, you just got to, because that's the only way it's gonna happen. The universe will kick your ass if you let it. You know what I mean? But you gotta keep fighting, man. Get through them L's and just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got an L you want to talk about? You got any L's that you done took in life? You don't want to talk to them? Oh, you just want to do your little cameo? Yeah, okay. Happy birthday. But, yeah, I'm going to end it off on that. As you can see, we got the ocean out here. It's looking real nice out here. You know what I'm saying? We celebrating, like I said, vacation time. As y'all, if anybody seen my last video, like I told y'all, I needed a couple of days off to get back, you know, mentally to where I needed to be to do what I need to do to keep being successful. You know what I mean? So we can keep doing stuff like this, last minute trips, just up and go. You know what I mean? Anybody that want to know I manifested this life, this is what I wanted. You know, when I was on the other side of the fence, all I wanted was something to be able to be on this side of the fence and still be able to do whatever I wanted when I wanted. And that's the life I live now. And I'm happy, I'm grateful, I'm blessed, I'm thankful, whatever it is you want to call it, to be able to be here right now doing this without having to ask nobody, without having to do nothing, just up and go. You dig? And that's what it's all about. And anybody out there that want to be successful, you keep on pushing, everything work out for you like this too. If it ain't already working out for you like this. But I'm only talking to the ones right now that's still trying to figure it out, man. I've been there, I've done that, down to nothing, up, down, left, right, broke, up, everything. Whatever you want to call it, I done been there. So, you know what I mean? Right now, we're gonna enjoy this. We about to drink some White Bel Air. We about to drink some White Bel Air on a one time for the one time. You dig? All right, you too. We better get up out of here for real, man. We better go eat some breakfast and celebrate her birthday. Sunshine, 70-something degrees. We having a ball. I know you ain't waving at no motherfucking body. I do know that. All right. One stop Mike up out of here one time for the one time. You dig? Hold on, really. You jump in real quick.
It's my birthday. Tell me happy birthday.
Go another kiss.